Hello, everyone. This is the most magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review. And this character review will be on Gold Mythic Ellen. And I don't think this character, Ellen, was a 6-star or an S-class. I believe the last time she was in the game she was a 5-star. So, yeah, that's been the better part of 7 years, I want to say. But it's kind of interesting they brought her back. But I'm going to be honest, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on Ellen. But yeah, I mean, it's a quiet, slow weekend in RTS right now, and I don't know why. I would have preferred there to be a CRW this weekend, because you think I'm watching that game tomorrow? Yeah, right. Especially since the Taylor Swifters are in it. No. I'll find out what happened Monday and who won, which... Anyway, y'all already know who I think is going to win that game, but anyway, before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing good, and I'm staying safe for the most part, and let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into this character review, shall we? Ellen Rebels. Her trait is alert, her role is support, and her allegiance is a member of the Rebels. Now let's take a look at her stats. Her attack stat is 24,222. Her defense is 19,031. And her HP is 14,417. Now let's take a look at her adrenaline rush. Vigorous charge. The recharge rate is 66 AP, so that's normal compared to most gold mythics. All teammates get camouflage and heal 70% of their max HP for 2 turns. Deal 500% damage to a line of enemies, plus 300% damage for each Rebel Allegiance teammate. Okay, so all the teammates getting camouflage and healing for 70% HP for 2 turns. That's pretty good. Especially since you're more than likely going to come up against a couple of Peacekeepers and like Vengeance Jesus, you know, those type of tunes. Even the Princess one. So camouflage will help with that. But however, we do have that Maggie leader and Philip Blake that can help with dealing with Peacekeeper and Jesus and Princess. So unless somehow you don't have the tough I can't even talk. Unless you don't have the tough Maggie or Philip Blake, if you somehow don't have either one of those 2 tunes, then I guess Ellen could work, but I don't know. I think Ellen would be a last resort if you don't have Maggie or Philip Blake. I love Philip Blake, but I've seen quite a few Maggies running around. I mean, it's a good leader skill, you know, because you could put anyone behind Maggie, anyone you want. Although Philip Blake is Allegiance Pacific, the Lone Wolves Allegiance is actually still pretty good. It's still really great, honestly, in my opinion. But I'm trying to think, Rebels. Are there any good Rebels? I can't really, I don't know, I can't really think of any right now, but, I mean, you know, unless you don't have Maggie or Philip, I guess Ellen would be good. Plus, she's going to be dealing 500% damage to a line of enemies, plus another 300% damage for each Rebel Allegiance teammate. But the problem is, who are some of the other Rebels Allegiance that are attack tunes? Oh, I don't know. How about the little boy? Crag the Destroyer, isn't he Rebels? I would have to double check on that, but if Crag the Destroyer is Rebels, that honestly might be a good option. But other than him, I can't think of anyone else. That's pretty bad. I don't know. So, in all, I think the Adrenaline Rush is okay if you are planning on building a Rebels team around Ellen, but the problem is I don't know any Rebels Allegiant teammates other than maybe Craig, but that's about it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be interested to see how many people pull for Ellen. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look at her signature move, Rebel Assault. The initial cooldown is turn 1, 2 turns for the cooldown, number of uses unlimited, deal 600% damage to an enemy, plus 200% damage for each Rebel Allegiance teammate. This fighter and 2 other teammates get 100% attack down resistance for 2 turns. I just gotta say, Ellen is really a promo. I don't know. I feel like they could have maybe made an event and she could have been like a free-to-play tune. Because I'm not really, I don't know. I'm just not seeing, like, why is she a promo other than Scopely's greed. I mean, the 600% damage to an enemy, I mean, it's nice, but you're potentially missing out on extra damage if you don't have a whole lot of Rebel Allegiance teammates on the team. But the problem is, other than potentially Crag the Destroyer, who I think is a Rebel Allegiance tune, other than him and Ellen, I can't really think of anyone else unless I actually actively looked. You know what I mean? So I can't really sit here and think of Rebel tunes. Plus, you know, plus Ellen and 2 other fighters are going to get 100% attack down resistance. I mean, I guess it'll be alright, but like I said, I'm really flustered. Like I said, I really don't have a lot to say about Ellen. She's not that impressive. She's just an okay, she's bordering on between being just not useful to just being okay, like lower to the lower tier of being okay. I don't know, I'm just not, nothing is like, you know, nothing about her is like screaming at me like to be excited to pull for her. I don't know. Let's go ahead and move on to the mythic abilities. Cunning, when attacking or being attacked, 30% less likely to trigger enemy weapon effects and walker effects. If you are going to pull for Ellen, I would 100% level this one up. It'll help you get the most use out of her for sure. Walk it off. At the start of each turn, 100% chance one other Rebel Allegiance and one other teammate recover from all debilitating status effects. I mean, this ain't bad to have. Again, if you are planning on building specifically a Rebels team with Ellen as the attack leader, and we will get to that, unless you're, if you're not planning on building a Rebels attack team potentially, I don't know why you would pull for her. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons why you would maybe potentially pull for Ellen, right? If you needed an updated attack leader and you haven't had one in, like, I want to say a year or more or longer, then okay, I could see you pulling for her, right? And then if you want to specifically build a Rebels Allegiance attack team for whatever reason, then okay. But if you don't need an updated attack, if you don't need an updated attack leader, I wouldn't bother. I mean, I'm gonna say that now, because while at the start of each turn, 100% chance that one other Rebel Allegiance and one other teammate would recover from debilitating status effects. If you don't have Rebel teammates to surround her, it's just not going to be as useful. You know what I mean? Rush Overdrive. Increase all Rebel Allegiance teammates' adrenaline rush damage by 60%. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's kind of confirmation that if you're not planning on building a Rebels Allegiance attack team around Ellen, you're not going to get the most use out of Ellen. And other than Ellen and then possibly Crag the Destroyer, who else is with Rebels? I mean, I know there are teams, there are tunes that are Rebel Allegiance, but are they that good, though? I can't really remember. I don't know, but that's the only way you can make Rush Overdrive work, is if you have mostly a Rebels Allegiance team surrounded around Ellen, right? If you don't have mostly Rebel teammates, then it's, why are you going to level it up? Focus now. At the start of each turn, all teammates get 40% attack for each teammate with the focus status effect for 1 turn. Okay, so focus, I actually do really like, I really do like focus now, because you can bypass human shields, taunt, confuse, I'm pretty sure. And it was something else, or maybe that was it, but like it says, at the start of each turn, all teammates are going to get 40% attack for each teammate with the focus. Oh, okay. So, wait a minute. Where are they going to be getting the focus from? Did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything, but the question is, like, where's that focus coming from if it's not coming from Ellen? I don't know. That one's kind of questionable. Maybe we'll go back to it. Maybe focus I don't know. Maybe it's in her leader skill. I don't know. We'll find out. I told you guys I didn't have much to talk about with Ellen. I just think she's bordering on being not so good to just being okay if you have the right teammates around her. So let's take a look at the leader skill, damn it. All alert and strong teammates get 40% attack. All Rebel Allegiance teammates get 50% attack instead. At the start of each wave, all other teammates get focus for 3 turns. Okay, so that's where the focus is coming in at. So I would say, I forgot the name of it already. That's how boring she is to me. Focus now. Okay. So now we know where the focus is coming in at. So I would go ahead and level up focus now all the way if you are planning on building an all Rebel Allegiance team around her, because, you know, if you try to put tough and fast tunes behind this leader skill, they're not going to get any buff. So they primarily want you to surround Ellen around alert and strong teammates, because they will get 40% attack, which is nice. And then all Rebel Allegiance teammates will get 50% instead of the 40%, which is good. But again, besides Ellen and Crag the Destroyer, who else is there that's Rebel Allegiance that is strong and alert? I'm having a hard time thinking about that, because I truly cannot think of anyone other than those two. Is that pretty bad? That's pretty bad, you know. Plus, all other teammates at the start of each wave, all other teammates will get focus for 3 turns. So again, I would only really get her for 1 or 2 reasons, specifically for one reason. If you think she looks interesting as a leader and you need an updated attack leader, I would go ahead and do that. You know, why not? Because it's good to get an updated attack leader every once in a while. You know what I mean? It does feel pretty nice to have an updated attack leader. But if you don't need an updated attack leader, I wouldn't bother. I would just save your tokens and just wait. I don't have the tokens no way to pull for her, but even if I did, I would skip her. I would just continue to wait for possibly a new tune or a returning tune. Who knows? But Ellen is not my cup of tea. No, just because I have Philip Blake and I only got him a couple months ago, so he's still pretty fresh. And I'm really liking the leader skill, absolutely. And I like the Lone Wolves Allegiance more than Rebels anyway, because I can pretty much name all of the Lone Wolves. Philip Blake, Forsaken Michonne, Morgan Unhinged, Eva and Ghost, They Who Wander, Chance the Traitor. Boom. There you go. That's all of the Lone Wolves. Now, Rebels, Ellen, Crag the Destroyer. After that, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. Like, I would have to really look, because I really just don't know. There might be a Romanoff character, maybe, but I could be wrong on that, but I don't even think that Romanoff character is all that good, but I'm not sure. But again, if you need an updated attack leader, go for Ellen if you think she's interesting. If you don't, save your tokens. So that would be like the only reason I would pull her, if you need a new updated attack leader. So let's go ahead and take a look at her weapon. Ellen's Savage Custom Pistol. 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Tank Buster. This fighter gets 100% attack when rushing an enemy with the tank roll. Improved rush damage, increases rush damage by 20%. Okay, 40% attack. That's nice. Huge bonus to AP when attacking. Okay. Now, Tank Buster, that is unique. You can't craft that, so if you try to craft something over that, you won't be able to get Tank Buster unless you restart the weapon. So Tank Buster is unique. It does kind of make her stand out a little bit, but I don't think it's like, oh wow, I have to pull for Ellen for Tank Buster. No, but it does make her stand out a little bit because that third slot special is unique and can't be crafted. And improved rush damage, I mean, you know, I actually do like that a little bit better than Tank Buster because you are doing a little bit more damage when you are rushing. So that is actually pretty good. So if you are planning on using this tune and pulling for her, I would go for 55% attack and just call it a day. That's probably what I would do. Unless you want to try something else out, you can. But yeah, just go for 55% attack and call it a day if you're asking me. And I mean, I guess Ellen, you know, her design is simple-ish. I mean, I don't know, I'm becoming gray talking about her. Like, what I mean by that is I'm becoming bored talking about her because I would associate that color with, I would associate the color gray with boring, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm becoming a little gray talking about her, so yeah, my next video, it's not going to be RTS related. I was either thinking of doing Batman Arkham City, or going back to finding all of the, I was thinking about doing Batman Arkham City, or going back to continuing my hunt for the Riddler trophies and whatnot on Arkham Asylum, which I'm really behind on that. I need to get on that. Or I was thinking about doing the Week 14 game between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. So after this video, that's going to be one of the next 3 videos. I don't know which one it'll be. I don't know which one of the 3 videos the next one will be, but it's going to be one of those 3. It's going to be non-RTS. So my next video after this will either be Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, or the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens for Week 14. It'll be one of those 3 that's going to be my next video after this. I don't know which one, but it's going to be one of the 3. Just letting y'all know. So yeah, again, I'm turning gray. I'm so bored, like, trying to talk about Ellen. I don't have much to say about her. I don't know. She just doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't have much faults on her. Not really. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. What are your thoughts on Gold Mythic Ellen? Are you going to be pulling for her? And if you are, how are you enjoying her? And if you are not pulling for her, what are your reasons? Do you need an updated attack leader or not? Just let me know all of that good stuff down in the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. Or if you're new, welcome in for the first time. All of you are very awesome, and I thank you again. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.